So today, we are going to be doing a certain reaction video. Today is Sunday, October 6th, and officially, I am bringing back the reaction series, because I haven't done one since, like, December. Yeah, I haven't posted a single video since December. And yes, I have posted community posts, and yeah, I am working on adding the Death Battle video, but, like, it's taking time. I'm on, like, adding the number 11 segment, yeah. Anyways, we are going to be watching a certain video today, and what is that video, you may ask? Well, it is Omni-Man versus Bardock. Right there, see the text? You like the new setup? I do too. It's a work in progress, but, like, I like it. Anyways, if you don't follow Death Battle, or you have, but, like, haven't seen one of their videos in a while, their parent company, Rooster Teeth, shut down. They were originally going to premiere Season 11, like, earlier in the year. Why did I say later? Earlier in the year, but since their parent company shut down, they were, like, basically dead for a couple months. Well, not, like, officially dead, but, like, dead, but then was resurrected. Yeah, but yeah, they did a Kickstarter, and they raised a shit ton of money, and now they can make more episodes. And that episode is, like I said, and I'm pointing with my finger right down there, Omni-Man versus Bardock. How do I feel about the matchup, you may ask? Honestly, I don't really want it to be on the show, and I actually wrote an Omni-Man vs. Homelander segment for when I, like, upload the Season 9 ranking, and it has a take, the take I'm saying right now, that aged absolutely horribly now that this is out. I'll pull it up. Alright, so here it is. It says, like, the Omni-Man vs. Homelander segment I wrote, like, 10 months ago, before this was announced. It says, crap, where was it? Going over the bloodlust and warrior pride of the Viltrumites made me understand why people wanted Omni-Man to fight Bardock instead. Though then again, I will say this because I don't really have anywhere else to say it. I'm glad the team chose Homelander instead. That one probably makes more sense thematically, however at the same time, this one's pretty thematic too. Besides, being a stomp doesn't make for a bad episode, as clearly seen by most Death Battle reviewers having it super high on their season lists. And also, what source material for Bardock would they even use? Hold on, yeah, he's barely in the shows. What are we gonna do? Use some random ass scaling from the games when he was in the Mask Saiyan? Yeah, that's basically what I said, and as you can see, it aged horribly because it's an episode now. But I'm not going to hold a matchup against an episode, because that would be unfair, but let's get into it. I have no personal stakes in this matchup whatsoever. Alright, let's get into it.
This battle is sponsored by Manscaped.
Oh shit, look at that edit. Okay.
And the He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I kind of like the new style intro, but like it shows too much of the fight. That's my problem with it.
He protected the world from all manner of threats, and then in a single day, they all went horribly wrong. Hi, Omni-Man. How, Omni-Man? Who, Omni-Man? Who indeed? Champion of Earth, best-selling author J.K. Simmons was all a
okay.
With his murderous rampage only brought to a halt thanks to his own son. It all starts with his home planet, Viltrum, which I hear is a totally lovely utopia.
Okay, that's some pretty nice edits.
Or, wait, no, that came later. Viltrumites are among the most
and the Mortal Kombat now.
in the universe.
No
after they
Anne.
purged the weaker members of their species.
Nolan,
As a
okay.
vanguard of the Viltrumite Empire, Omni-Man infiltrated Earth as Nolan Grayson, expected to prepare the planet for Imperial assimilation.
Which should have been easy, since he's got your classic strongman superpowers, and he's basically invulnerable, easily knocking around asteroids the size of Texas.
He can fly at unbelievable speeds.
I think I prefer the Omni-Man vs. Homelander edit for the Texas meteor.
A couple galaxies away, give or take. So a minimum of 2 galaxies. Beyond the Milky Way's neighbor Andromeda is the lesser-known Triangulum Galaxy, which is over 2.7 million light-years away. Reaching it in under 1 week means Omni-Man must have flown over 142 million times faster than light.
Oh, and Viltrumites can't breathe in space, so he held his breath the whole way. And it's not like he was in a rush. He was on a soul-searching trip, contemplating the significance of smashing his own son's faces.
So that...
Oh,
they reference the Thick Fork meme, but like... So, was that 142 million times the speed of light a lowball then? They probably should have mentioned that.
That's over 20 billion times faster than light.
You don't really need to rush anyway.
Okay, yeah, no kidding about lowball.
Slower they age.
According to the Invincible handbook, Nolan is over 2,000 years old. And regardless of age, Viltrumites don't suffer muscle fatigue like humans.
Okay, the music here kind of slaps, like, honestly.
Seriously? He's got parenting easy mode on, and he couldn't even handle that. I would have killed for that back when my daughter was born.
Well, you would have to be a Viltrumite first. A Viltrumite's body contains smart atoms, which they subconsciously manipulate. This cellular structure can effectively recall certain states of being regardless of their...
Okay, hopefully there's not a cursed cutaway in this Omni-Man episode, because, I like the one for Omni-Man last episode, but, like, not for Homelander. No, that one was cursed as hell.
All at once. Only a Viltrumite could pull off something that disturbing.
Nolan is
They have the Vine
incredibly
Boom
tough,
sound
but
effect,
when he
too.
faces superior forces, his smart atoms can adjust to make him even stronger by comparison. This is why Viltrumites are considered invincible.
Most weapons in the universe can't even scratch a Viltrumite like him.
Even a ship's cannon like this one can't take down a Viltrumite, and it obliterated a massive solar disk nearly half the size of a...
Okay, that edit actually is kind of cool, but, like, I don't like how, like, there was this whole black stuff. Like, it would have been cool, but, like, it still is. I'm glad they tried, but, like, it could have been better.
Straight through it. A planet so big it has a whole ring around it.
The Roche limit factor dictates the size of celestial body.
It's so big
What did he just say?
Obliterated a massive solar disk nearly half the size of a star.
Speaking of planets, he's strong enough to shatter one by flying straight through it. A planet so big it has a whole ring around it.
The Roche limit factor dictates the size a celestial body must be in order to disperse orbiting material as a ring. In short, an Earth-sized planet can't support such a ring, meaning this one must be much larger.
And don't get me started on how the ring is actually made up of dead bodies because, spoilers? Just go read the comic.
If Roche isn't
Dead
good for
bodies?
You, this planet
What?
also supports 5 moons in its orbit, and even the smallest is a perfect sphere, meaning its own gravity shaped it. At minimum, a moon like that must have a diameter of 600 kilometers, or 370 miles. Comparing this to the planet's diameter, we can tell this world is nearly 14 times larger than Earth.
Or it was before, you know...
Now, Omni-Man does have his weaknesses. Monsters like Grognars can pierce Viltrumite flesh, and he's extremely sensitive to a specific high-pitch frequency, which can destabilize his body's equilibrium.
Wait, what did I just see? Can do Fortnite dances with the best of them. Is Omni-Man in Fortnite now? What?
You guessed it. Fatherhood. Thanks to his son, real weakness turned out to be, you guessed it, fatherhood. Thanks to his son, Mark, Nolan began to re-examine his perspective and his place in the universe. He settled down in a new place, got himself a new job, and even had a new kid with his new wife, who was a bug. The bug lady, he banged a bug.
Okay, so that's why they said he liked bugs at the beginning.
Hey, everyone deals with parenting stress in their own way. When Nolan was lecturing to Mark about how...
But how
insignificant people
can a
are,
bug and
Mark
a
wasn't the
guy
only one he was
have a
trying to
human
convince,
kid?
If you catch my drift.
That doesn't make sense.
Grayson's real mission isn't planetary conquest or saving the innocent. It's to discover if a violent man who can break the world can also be a good father.
Okay, I'm glad that there's actually some character discussion, because there was, mostly versus stuff during that first portion. And are you kidding me? There isn't even a cutaway. Okay. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, really.
Born and raised to do just
Maybe they don't have the budget to do that yet, because there also wasn't a animated whiz and boomstick thing for the intro.
Ruled by, King Vegeta. Well, narcissist punch.
Their pride blinded them to the truth of their impending doom. But perhaps one Saiyan represented the best of them, even during their waning glory days.
Bardock! He's cool, he's crude, he's got a bad attitude, and if he goes apeshit, you're totally screwed. And guess
Okay,
what?
decent rhyming.
Father of Goku.
Oh wow, I never would have guessed.
What a curveball.
So what does that make Turles?
Who?
Oh right, the guy from
Was a
Xenoverse.
cold-blooded killer, ruthlessly conquering planets in service to the Saiyans' true overseer, Lord Frieza.
They didn't just conquer planets, they wiped out every living thing, leaving Frieza uninhabited rocks to solve
Okay,
it.
the time travel thing, I don't know how I'm playing it. I think I'm playing it like this, but the time travel thing, I almost guarantee you that was a Xenoverse reference.
Including one where he's a brilliant scientist.
But only
Yeah,
one
okay.
is considered officially canon. Bardock's demeanor began to shift when he met and eventually married fellow warrior Gine, and had two sons, Raditz and Kakarot.
No, Bardock didn't go totally soft. He was still a ruthless warrior. You know that iconic red headband of his? It's stained with the blood of his fallen friends.
Oh shit!
Bardock could fly, move fast,
Okay.
and was naturally adept in using his ki as an explosive weapon.
AKA shooting lasers from his hands. True to his brutal screw-you nature, Bardock's moves are all about overwhelming power. His final spirit cannon is like a ki-powered bazooka. His rebellion hammer punch ignites enemies on contact, and his rebellion spear basically turns him into a supercharged battering ram. The guy has no chill. He will run you over.
Huh?
Spine, light you on fire.
Okay, that was
and then
the
move
Batman
on to the next guy.
breaking
All
back
in a
thing.
day's work for a
What was the
Saiyan.
other
Marriage
clip?
didn't
I'm
change
not gonna go
that.
back to
While
that.
Bardock cared for Gine, in fact being one of few Saiyans of his time to actually have a romantic partner, he was still no family man. Like most Saiyans, he saw his sons as nothing more than future soldiers.
Bardock was a low-class warrior, so it was unlikely his kids would grow up to be anything more than battlefield fodder.
But they would still possess the Saiyans' power, a transformation that was the key to their planetary devastation.
Big Monkey!
Under the light of a full moon, a Saiyan with a tail manifests the Uzaru.
This great ape form increases Bardock's power tenfold, turning him into an unstoppable kaiju. Quick, someone call Yajirobe!
While some Saiyans
Oh,
maintain
I remember this
control
joke from the
over
preview
form,
now. That was kind of
warriors
funny.
like Bardock don't receive the same level of training as those of higher birth. Prince Vegeta's control is so precise he can speak while changed, but Bardock cannot.
Hell, it's questionable if he even remembers everything that happens
So
when
that
he
means
goes full tilt gorilla.
he's
The Saiyan
below
strategy is pretty
Vegeta,
much
okay.
just Monkey see, monkey smash.
Despite being low class, Bardock's power level nearly matched that of King Vegeta, who could destroy multiple planets at once. At about
Wait,
this time,
what?
King had a
You see, monkey smash.
Despite being low class, Bardock's power level nearly matched that of King Vegeta, who could destroy multiple planets at once.
So he's not
At
low
this time,
class
King
then.
Vegeta's power level was around 10,000.
Yeah, we know power levels are kinda janky. Nobody can agree on what the number really means.
Okay, so I have to talk about something. I just remembered something. I forgot where I found this, but whoever you are, you know who you are. I saw someone saying, like, Bardock wins this low difficulty, cause he has a power level of whatever. Have you factored in the thing of that Akira Toriyama literally made Dragon Ball power levels to be ultimately meaningless in the end? Have you considered that? like, have you? Cause I forgot where I saw your YouTube comment, but, like, Death Bell has literally stated on multiple occasions that the power levels don't mean shit.
Outside of his fight with Gas, Bardock doesn't really show any high-end feats in canon, but we can use power levels to compare him to other characters with similar levels to better understand his potential.
So scaling,
His
okay.
son fought Prince Vegeta. What's the scouter say about his power level? It's
Over 9,000. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
right,
the dub
yeah.
changed it to fit Vegeta's lip flaps, but we only cover the cold hard truth, damn it.
According to this movie pamphlet, Goku's power level between his fight with Vegeta and his trip to Namek was 10,000. This lines up with that previous reading and puts him on par with Bardock. Goku's training during the trip eventually raised him to 90,000 upon arrival, but this gives us a clear window.
Yeah, early in the trip, he had to dodge a bunch of incoming asteroids and blast his ship away from a star, which is impressive considering the speed involved.
The planet Namek is outside Earth's quadrant of the universe, and it took his ship 6 days to make the journey. Traveling a quarter of the universe's diameter would put the ship over 9.5 trillion times the speed of light.
And Goku would
Yeah,
have
but
had to
that's
keep up
the
with that kind of speed to do all that other stuff.
Okay, I see what you're saying now, but that was the ship's speed, not Goku's
Should be
speed.
trivial enough for Bardock.
All this speed and power meant when Bardock and his team assaulted the planet
And hold on, how much was it, like, how does that compare to,
Over 9.5 trillion times the speed of light.
shit. I think Omni-Man was in the billions from what I remember.
To do all that other stuff.
Makes sense, given far weaker characters could reach the moon in a fraction of a second. Should be trivial enough for Bardock.
All this speed and power meant when Bardock and his team assaulted the planet Cereal, they went...
Cereal?
Bardock
Really?
ravaged the planet, annihilating its people, until he found 2 survivors, a mother and her child. Some may call it weakness, others a moment of clarity. But Bardock was suddenly reminded of his wife and recently born son. He chose to spare the 2, and even pushed himself far past his limits to protect them from his own Frieza Force allies.
Okay.
Taunted that Frieza had dire plans for the Saiyans' future.
This moment changed Bardock, making him more appreciative of his family and cautious of Frieza. When all the Saiyans were called back to Planet Vegeta for mysterious reasons,
Alright,
he
that's
had a hunch
sweet.
something was up. So, before his final stand, smashing through hundreds of soldiers before coming face to face with the tyrant, he sent his youngest kid away for protection. A choice that allowed his son to thrive. And hey, that's what good parents do.
A choice
Alright.
that would have a greater significance than Bardock could ever imagine.
And then Dildo Dickhead blew him up when he died.
Dildo dickhead.
Or did he? Bardock got killed
Yes,
so freaking
he
hard
did.
and got blasted back in time.
Actually, he was pulled away by these 2 who
Yep, Toa and Mira,
miscalculated
yeah.
incorrectly in the time stream.
Blah blah blah, non-canon, whatever. He survived. And when
Yeah,
he
it's
realized
non-canon,
that
so why are you covering it?
Unbelievably pissed off, he went Super Saiyan. What?
Alright, this is very much an alternate universe what-if scenario, and it is jarring. But think about it. The Super Saiyan form is not achieved through training alone. It requires dedication, introspection, victory, failure, love, and loss. Frieza destroyed the Saiyans because he feared the possibility of the Super Saiyan, a Saiyan with
Ooh,
power that could
okay.
rival his own. But perhaps Bardock's transformation was more than simply a what-if. He had begun to take the very steps his son later would to achieve the form. Perhaps, if Frieza had hesitated, even for a moment, his fear would have manifested before him, right then and there.
Damn, pour one out for Bardock, who figured out how to be the truest Saiyan right at the end of it all. I know
Alright.
Kakarot would be proud.
So, I was initially gonna say something like, it would have been better if they just ended with how he just died, but like, that little thing about like Frieza and like, the hesitation and Bardock, like following in Goku's footsteps, that was like awesome, like an awesome way to end the analysis. And now, who's gonna win?
Shout out to everyone who believed in us during our recent crowdfunding.
Hold on, I'm skipping this ad.
Alright, the combatant.
I'm gonna have to bet it on Bardock because, Bardock was calced as faster than Omni-Man because I think Omni-Man was in the billions, and also, 2, they Guts versus Dimitri'd Bardock's strength feat. I'm not making that same mistake again with Guts versus Dimitri, because if you go back, I was like, why didn't you calc the magic nukes in Dimitri's segment? And then I heard from a bunch of reviewers saying that it was obvious that he was going to win because it wasn't calculated. Maybe they're doing some like reverse psychology thing and maybe Omni-Man will win, but like I have no idea. But let's see how it compares to Omni-Man's previous episode. There's probably going to be better choreography here, so maybe this one will be better? I have no idea, honestly. After 10 months, the next death battle. Let's see how it compares.
Great. Another gross bug planet.
This planet isn't anyone's to conquer.
Oh my god. Why does Omni-Man sound like that? He had such a way better, like, portrayal last time. Like, come on.
Don't underestimate me.
Just like my son, sticking his nose in places he's not.
Okay.
My sons would kick his ass.
Okay.
Whatever you are.
The moon's coming out.
Embarrassment.
Wait till you see the real power of a Saiyan.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Okay, now there's some better Omni-Man voice acting. Okay. You can't see me, but I have like my jaw on the floor right now, like, cause I don't show my face, but like, you can't see me through a mask, but like, my, like, mouth is like literally, like, dropping.
Shit.
Okay, that was creative.
No. My sons. Leave me. I won't let you take me from my world.
Alright, come on, Bardock! What the hell was that combo? Holy shit. Yes!
Your time is up!
Okay! Did Omni-Man actually... No, Bardock's still there!
Saiyan. Remember it.
Nope, he's dead. Omni-Man won. Fuck. Yeah, the music stopped. This could be some elaborate fake out, but I don't think so. Omni-Man won that.
Okay, these Gokus have got to stop picking fights with guys in capes.
Fascinating. Among the many similarities, 5 specific categories stand out.
Starting
Oh, they did the Goku vs. Superman
Bardock
thing
is
again.
much faster, given his power level match Goku dodging asteroids at 9.5 trillion times light speed. Much higher than the Viltrumite's fastest speed. Add on the 50 times multiplier from Super Saiyan, and it's a huge difference.
Right, Bardock clearly has the speed advantage, but strength and durability are another story.
Though it doesn't seem like it at first, Bardock scales to King Veggie, who wrecked 3 planets at once, and Omni-Man only smashed 1.
They could be
But
smaller
given
than,
how big that planet was,
yeah.
the numbers are actually pretty similar, until we factor in the Super Saiyan boost, right?
Well, there's a catch. A major plot point in Invincible involves the coalition of planets admitting that their weapons cannot hurt Viltrumites.
So, when their ship's cannon obliterated this gigantic solar disk, it highlighted just how tough the Viltrumites really are.
This disk completely blocked the sunlight and heat between a planet and its star. And this is no ordinary planet. Its size and density are so high that its inhabitants are as strong as Viltrumites just due to living in its natural gravity. To fully block the light to such a planet and remain in consistent orbit, the disk would need to be positioned at its L1 point, the spot that creates an uninterrupted view between sun and satellite, and the disk itself must be about half the diameter of the star in question. This means the scaling of the disk...
Oh, they brought the Board of Wisdom thing back. Okay. I just realized that.
24 zeros!
Which makes Omni-Man over 11,000 times stronger than base Bardock.
Not even the Great Ape or Super Saiyan forms could make up that difference.
Hold on. I want to see something.
Base Bardock. Not even the Great Ape or Super Saiyan forms.
So, how much of a power difference is that? So 8,641 divided by 387. Yeah, that's still 20 times stronger, okay. I probably should have considered the fact that Omni-Man's planet, like, could have been bigger.
Still, numbers aren't everything. As far as versatility in combat goes, neither had one distinct advantage that could win outright.
Omni-Man survives in space for much longer, but Bardock barely squeaks out the edge here.
I'm kind of disinterested in the conclusion. I just want to see what the next thing is. I'm pausing it here. Okay. Yeah, they won that. I kind of like this. This is cool. I didn't donate to the Kickstarter, sadly. I'm broke. Actually, no. I think I have like $1,000 in my savings account. But wait, what was the pun? Okay.
Is Omni-Man.
All right. Hold on. What's the next time gonna be? I hope it's like Shigaraki versus Mahito, however you say it. I watched the Japanese subtitle, Jujutsu Kaisen, so I don't know the English pronunciation, but like, hopefully it's Shigaraki versus Mahito, because like, that's like my most... Okay, so hey, I apologize for pausing the video, but this is future me editing the video, and I need to tell you a couple things before I unpause this next time to, like, the next episode of Death Battle. So, first of all, turn your volume to like 1% or something if you don't want to wear hearing aids for the rest of your life. And 2, I should probably give you some context. So, I'm an anime guy. But, like, I haven't really vocalized that on my channel, really. But JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is not my favorite anime, but one of my favorite animes. And my 3 favorite parts from it, probably, are Phantom Blood, because it's underrated as hell, Battle Tendency, and Golden Wind, in no particular order. Second of all, I wonder what my favorite game series of all time is, which the weakest of the 3 games I've played from it is still probably in my top 10 games of all time, and is my favorite game that I've played in 2024 so far. I mean, that's been released in 2024, that's what I meant. I still haven't played episode I guess yet, but like, I digress. And the other 2 games that I played from this game series, which is my favorite game series of all time, probably series of all time, and maybe work of fiction of all time, they're in my top 2 games of all time. And I wonder what one is number 2, and is only beaten out by its predecessor, which is number 1. What could it possibly be? Like my most excited one. Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my god! Yes! Holy shit! Yes! Holy shit! Oh my god! Yes! Yes! I wanted that in season 10! Yes! Oh my god! Holy shit! I was almost expecting it to be like Tifa vs Makoto or Kira versus Adachi, but like with the first one, it was like, yep, that sure is a matchup. They both have brown hair and fist weapons. And Kira versus Adachi barely has any stats aside from the end of the game. But no, they just hit me with my most wanted matchup. Okay, Death Battle. Thank you. Maybe this can be my new favorite episode of all time. Oh my god. Oh. 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 I am still processing that. Okay. Oh. Oh my god. Thank you for watching.